All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a new, science-backed way for you, the modern professional, to deal with one of the biggest productivity killers out there, that dreaded afternoon slump. And it's all about a concept called YOHAKU.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That 2 or 3 o'clock wall just hits. And what do? We automatically reach for another cup of coffee. Sure, you get that quick jolt, but what comes with it? Usually, it's the jitters, maybe an upset stomach, and then the crash, the one that's even worse than before. So what if there was a totally different way to handle it?
Well, that's exactly what we're looking at here. A totally different approach. We're talking about a sustainable, non-caffeinated alternative that's not built on hype or marketing fluff. No, this is all about solid clinical data. It's designed to give you this gentle, steady lift, not a crazy spike and crash.
So to really get what makes this stuff so different, we've got to go back to the beginning. And its origin story is, well, it's pretty unique. It doesn't start in some high-tech lab. It actually starts on a farm with something that people used to just throw away.
And this phrase right here, a treasure born from waste, that's really the heart of the whole thing. See, for years, all of farmers in Kyushu, Japan, would prune their trees and just toss the leaves. Waste, right? But it turns out, those discarded leaves were absolutely packed with polyphenols. These are super powerful antioxidants. We're talking a specific one called oleuropen, more than almost any other plant out there. Just one problem, they were incredibly bitter.
And this is what I find so fascinating. Look at this timeline. This wasn't some lucky overnight discovery. This was a 10-year journey. Seriously, from year 1, where they just realized the potential of these leaves, to spending the next several years just trying to figure out how to overcome that intense bitterness. It took a full decade to finally perfect a food-grade powder that you could actually, consume. That's real dedication. Slow science at its best.
Okay, so that olive leaf powder they spent a decade perfecting, that became the cornerstone of a really unique blend. I like to think of it as a kind of 4-leaf clover for your health, because it combines 4 of the world's most powerful leaves. And the best part? For each and every one of them, we've got the hard numbers, the clinical data, to show what they can do.
All right, let's kick things off with the olive leaf. Now get this, a meta-analysis, which is basically a study of other studies, 12 of them in this case, found it can reduce systolic blood pressure by an average of 3.86 mmHg. Now you might be thinking, okay, blood pressure. Why does that matter for my afternoon slump? Well, it's a huge deal. Managing your blood pressure helps reduce the physical stress on your body, which in turn helps you stay focused and prevents that feeling of being totally drained. And in some high-dose studies, that number jumped to over 11 millimeters of mercury. That's getting into the same ballpark as some prescription meds.
Okay, let's build on that with the second leaf, mulberry. And honestly, this one is a total game changer when it comes to keeping your energy stable. It was shown to slash the glycemic index of sucrose by more than 53%. So, what does that actually mean? It means it dramatically slows down how fast sugar from your food hits your bloodstream. And that is the secret weapon to preventing those crazy energy spikes and, you guessed it, the horrible crashes that always follow.
Now for leaf number 3, moringa. People call it the miracle tree for a reason. It basically doubles down on that blood sugar support. Another big meta-analysis found it cut post-meal blood sugar levels by almost 65 milligrams per deciliter. So think about it like this. Mulberry leaf kind of plays defense, blocking the initial sugar rush. Then moringa comes in and helps your body deal with the sugar that does get through. It's this incredible 1-2 punch that's absolutely key to keeping you focused and energized right through that afternoon wall.
And finally, our 4th leaf, barley grass. This one is like the nutritional foundation for the whole team. It's not just about the cool stuff it does on its own, and it does a lot, like lowering your bad cholesterol and raising the good kind. The real magic is that it's just loaded with antioxidants and fiber that help your digestion and, get this, help your body absorb and use all the good stuff from the other 3 leaves even better. So, okay, we've looked at what each leaf does by itself, and that's already pretty impressive, right? But the real genius here isn't just throwing them all into a bag together. It's about how they actually work together to make each other stronger. This isn't just some random mix of superfoods. It's a carefully designed formula where 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 3 or even 4.
And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. A clinical pilot study looked specifically at moringa and olive leaf. So on their own, yeah, each one helped lower blood sugar in diabetic patients. But when they were taken together, boom, the effect was way stronger. And it's because they're attacking the problem from different angles. Moringa is like the goalie,
blocking sugar from getting in, while olive leaf helps your body be more efficient with the sugar that's already playing on the field.
This chart really lays it all out, how this whole system works together to fight that afternoon fatigue. So for blood sugar, you've got a triple threat: mulberry, moringa, and olive, all working to keep your energy nice and stable. For blood pressure, it's olive and moringa, protecting your blood vessels, which cuts down on physical stress. And then, for antioxidant power, you've got all four of them working in concert to protect your cells. It's not just one thing, it's a complete system, all designed for sustained performance.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, YOHAKU really becomes more than just another supplement you take. It's positioned as a totally new, really smart afternoon ritual, an idea that started in Japan, but it's really built for today's global professional.
And what makes it truly the first of its kind on the market? Well, first, you've got that amazing sustainable origin story, turning waste into treasure. Then there's the blend itself. Nobody else is combining these 4 leaves. And this is pretty cool. It was even vetted by an AI analysis that called it a top 10% concept because of how unique it is. But the most important part? It's not trying to be everything to everyone. It is specifically designed to be a gentle but effective alternative to that afternoon coffee.
Even the name, YOHAKU, just perfectly captures the whole idea. It's this Japanese concept for the beauty of white space, that intentional pause you see in art or that you can take in your life. It is literally the polar opposite of a frantic, jittery caffeine buzz. It's all about creating a purposeful moment of calm that actually recharges you. And really, that's the bottom line here. This is not just another green juice making some vague promises. This is a precisely formulated, science-backed pause in your day. It's designed to methodically just reset and recharge your body from the inside out. So, it all comes down to a pretty simple question, doesn't it? Instead of constantly fighting that afternoon slump with stimulants that you know are just going to lead to a crash, what if you could work with your body and support its natural energy systems instead? It's really about rethinking that whole afternoon ritual. So, are you ready to reclaim your afternoon?